Hello everyone, it's Nina from S&W Farm. I promised everyone I would do an update, and so yesterday it was confirmed my husband does have IPAH. It's short for idiopathic pulmonary arterial hypertension. Basically it means the arteries will not stay open in the lungs. It sends pressure into the heart, and in his case it's making his tricuspid valve regurgitate blood back into the side it's not supposed to. So he will be starting next week on medications, so continue to pray for him. As far as the medications, one will be started soon. One is about a 2-week process because all the medicine that people that have this disease take is all experimental. So they're either extremely expensive, or insurance won't cover them, or they end up getting a medical grant to help pay for them. So another reason I'm on is because I want to raise awareness. We have found out now it's most likely genetic because our daughter was diagnosed 3 years ago, and she was on a port and pump that ran 24/7 to keep her arteries open until they could get the medication working for her. So this disease is incurable. It is a horrible disease. We'll say that God has been blessing us because our daughter's still here. She's made a lot of progress, and the medications right now are helping her. She still can't do things that normal people do, like she can't get out and chase her child across the yard. She cannot lift a lot of heavy things and walk a very far distance at all. So it limits people like her and my husband to only be able to do so much, and they have to stop and rest because it overworks the heart and the lungs are not working correctly. So I'm coming here today because I'm wanting to raise awareness for IPAH, idiopathic pulmonary arterial hypertension. I'm going to put a link for the PH website below once I'm finished with this video. I am raising awareness and wanting to help raise money because we need more research. My prayer is to come up with a cure so other people don't have to deal with what our family's dealing with, or they can catch it quick enough if they know what to look for. I want to raise money because they need more medications, because there's very few medicines and it's all experimental medicine. But I know that God has someone out there that is smart enough to create these medicines, and I know that God can make a cure one day, and you know, when it's his time, not mine. I'd love for it to be today, but I just know it's his time. So I wanted to give you a little bit, and I made some notes because I didn't want to forget anything, but I've already said what IPAH is. So I is for idiopathic, which means they don't really know what honestly causes it. There's less than 20,000 people in the US that have this horrible disease, but there are Facebook groups with people around different states that actually have it, some more severe, some less severe. And I wanted to raise some awareness of, so like my husband, he had symptoms starting in November, and I noticed he was like getting slower. We are older, so he just thought he was either out of shape or just getting older and things was gonna have to slow down. But I started noticing him starting to sit more, and he's always been super active. So I noticed he was sitting more, and then he started having dizziness when he would stand up, and he would have to hold on to something for a minute or two to kind of like everything catch up. Fatigue, he's just real tired. And I don't know, like he's got this cough, and he's had this cough since November, December, and it sounds like a congested cough. And I kept telling him, you've got something going on. So he went to his doctor. The doctor had them do a stress test because we thought it was just heart. And so it kind of is. I'll explain that in a minute. But we thought it was heart. And so they did a stress test. He passed the stress test. That was about 2 months ago. He's continuing to do all the same things and just walking through the yard just completely out of breath. And I kept telling him and pushing him, you've got to find somebody to figure out what's going on. So we actually had my daughter to talk to her doctor that is her specialist for this disease, and I sent the symptoms and his medications he's on, because he also has rheumatoid arthritis. Sent those, and the doctor said, let's get him an appointment. So I'm going to tell you how God works. This appointment was made 2 weeks prior to us getting these other tests done. They ended up on a Friday, did an echo test. We got the results on Monday, and that appointment was on Tuesday. So God worked all that out, and we now have the results from yesterday's heart cath, and the pressure in his heart is 86, and it's only supposed to be like 15 to 30. So it's putting a lot of pressure in his heart, causing his tricuspid valve to not work correctly, which is most likely causing some of the dizziness, the coughing because of oxygen. His oxygen is actually decent, which my daughter's wasn't and isn't, fluctuates some. But he is going to have to be on oxygen at night while he sleeps, because they did a test last week, and his oxygen's kind of fluctuating while he's sleeping. Mostly, I guess, because when you lay flat, that's kind of what happens anyways. But anyways, I wanted to bring attention to signs of this disease. And I know not everybody has it, but I really feel like, and I told the doctor this yesterday, I feel like so many more people could actually be being misdiagnosed with this disease for COPD or other heart-related issues, and they just don't know what to look for. So I've got a list. So symptoms are shortness of breath, fatigue, fainting or lightheadedness, like continual. Some people have chest pain, heart palpitations, like fluttery heart. Now, my husband didn't have chest pain or fluttery heart, but he has all these others. Swelling of the abdomen, legs, or feet. Sometimes his ankles do swell, but he didn't think a lot about it because my hands swell, you know, so sometimes it's just, you just kind of blow those things off. Diagnosing, which we didn't realize this till this past week. The doctor told us, he said, look at the side of his neck. So visible or enlarged veins in the side of the neck, and his are. So, and I had not even noticed that, and I'm with him all the time. Irregular heart sounds. So when they did the echo, he actually had some extra heartbeats in between, was missing some heartbeats. And like I said, swelling in legs and ankles is one. So tests that can be done, and if you have someone that does have like lung or breathing issues, it could be good. I'm just trying to raise awareness so other people can be checked out. I don't want to lose my loved ones. This has been a very hard hit. 2 people in my immediate family in a row. And I just want to raise awareness to help others out there that could be being misdiagnosed. It doesn't hurt to ask questions. I may get on the doctor's nerves, and I probably do, but I don't care, because if you don't ask, you do not know. And I want to know as many things as possible about this so we can help them to live a better life and quality of life. So what my husband had was the stress test, which was a waste of time. I would have skipped that if we could go back. He had the echo. The echo showed a lot. It showed his tricuspid valve not working correctly. It showed his heart pressure was extremely high, 80s. And was trying to think what else. But anyways, the echo test was the first test they ordered um, after the stress test. So the echo showed a lot. And then yesterday we had the right heart cath, and the heart cath shows pressure in the heart also, which is from the lungs. And then it tells them a lot about like how things are functioning and moving in the heart. So you can also have EKG. That if you have an EKG that's abnormal, I know when my daughter was first in the hospital, her EKG was abnormal. It was crazy off the chart. So they admitted her right away. She was just at a facility that was not equipped to handle what she had or didn't know anything about it. So another reason I want to raise awareness is because hospitals, our local hospitals, have no clue. Doctors don't have a clue. Our ambulance EMT people have no clue about this disease. And when you try to explain this to like a nurse or doctor, they look at you like you're an alien and out of this world. So it's important for me to tell people about this, because little things that they do at the hospital could actually be life or death for them. So there are PH Facebook groups. We're in a couple of those, but it's just hard because there are people that have it out there, and it's very rare, but there are people that have it. And like I said, some have it a little, I don't want to say less because it's just a really horrible disease, but some symptoms are so different that they can still get out and walk and do some normal things. Like my daughter, she can't. Hers is more severe. My husband can walk a little bit, but then he gets very winded. So lifting, pulling, tugging, things that you do every day are very hard for them to do. Anyways, I just wanted to come on and give you an update. So the thing with him now is we're doing it a step at a time. The last 3 years, my daughter has went through a lot of all kinds of stuff, and she has a lot of doctor's appointments. Now she's having to get like her teeth and things fixed, because when your heart is bad, it makes your gums bad, which hurts your teeth in the long run. Her eyes, she's having to do things for her eyes because it damages vision and things with your vision. So it just doesn't affect lungs and heart. Those things affect other things in your body that all work together. So anyways, our first step now is he will be starting medication in the next several days. He's going to be getting on a couple of medications. They're going to try those. He's going to have to be off work for a few months because sometimes the medicine side effects can be kind of rough. We're praying that his don't, but just in case, the doctor does not want him out working and passing out or worse. So I'm up here at the farm. I know y'all saw my video. I'm just super sentimental. I'm not apologizing for it because it's how I was raised. My mom and dad were amazing people, and I don't want to apologize for anything, for asking doctors questions or nothing. So, if you don't like it, just keep scrolling, because I don't care. I'm not apologizing for how I am because I have a huge heart. I care about people. I am not taking this lightly because these are my family members, and I know you have family members out there and you would be the same way if you love them. I'm going to put the link in the comments for the PH website. You can find information there. I would love for you to share information out there. There is a donate button at the top, and that goes for research and to help families. And we're still learning about all this, and it's even been 3 years. But something that I'm doing myself is, as y'all know, I did sell the goats here. We have to, because he's not able to pull and tug on a baler, and we always do our own hay. So like next year, I'm gonna have to start buying hay. We've sold off the goats up here, but I have my dairy goats, which I do my soaps and lotions and things with. So my little business will continue going, and the reason I wanted to mention that is because I created this soap. I don't know if you can see that, but it says Hope Breathes Here. And I just feel like I pondered on it a couple weeks, and I have a lady that does my soap stamps, and I messaged her and sent her a picture of what I wanted to put on the soaps. I am going to be selling these soaps. My soaps are $8 each, but $6 of these soaps, now not the other ones on the website because they're just normal. This one is going to be for helping for research and medications for PH patients like my husband and my daughter. Anyways, they're $8, so 6 of that is going for research, and 2 of it will be going back into supplies to continue making those. So I'm not making money off of these soaps only. I'm just making money off of the ones that are on my website that are our normal soaps. This is research money. And right now I only have a limited supply because I'm going to be making more this week. It takes 3 weeks for my soaps to cure, so you get quality soaps, and these are going on the website. I'll also put the website in the comments, but these were going up on the website today. If you go on the website and they are out of stock, like I said, it will probably be 3 weeks before I can get more to you. But what I'm going to do is, if you will message me through the website and let me know how many you'd like to order. And if you don't want to order my soaps, that's fine, because you can go on the PH website link that I'm sending and you can donate straight to the PH website. I want to do this because this is special, and my heart hurts watching my family go through this. My daughter's doing better. She'll never be cured. And if she is doing better, she's stable right now. So that's a very good answered prayer. My husband is not stable right now, so we've got to get his more under control, and we're slowly getting there. It seems like it's really slow, but it's not. It's just a process like everything else. But he's okay. We're trying to make him take it easy till we get all the medicine started and things. But like I said, we've had to downsize our goats. We're selling our hay equipment because we're not gonna be able to do hay anymore, and we're just making things work. And my little business helps with income, because if something happens and he can't work later, then that's going to be helping us also. So I didn't want to give that part up. And another reason is because it literally keeps me busy and helps me keep my mind occupied, and I love it. It started as a hobby, but God knew in the beginning about all of this stuff and how it was going to end. And so I'm not giving up, and I am staying strong for my family, and probably driving doctors crazy, but I'm asking lots of questions. So anyways, I know this video is super long. I hope you've watched to the end. If not, it's okay. I understand, but I'm sharing my heart with you. I am a real person, and I go through real life, and it is very hard sometimes. And right now is one of those valleys, but I know God is in control. He's working it all out in His time, and we're just trusting and know that He has all the answers and all the things worked out before we even know. So anyways, I'm linking those 2 links in the comments after this video. So I appreciate you all staying with me, watching the video. I'll be sharing more information. So we're blessed to have, it's crazy, our Facebook has grown so much over the last few years, but we've been blessed to have, we're almost at 9,000 followers, which is crazy. I would have never thought that would happen, but we're thankful for you all. And I know that with that many people that are following the page, that we can get information about this disease out there. So just help me share this video to help others that have it also, because I know there's more people out there. Anyways, I love y'all. Thank you all so much for all you do, for following our page, liking our page, commenting on our page, sending prayers. I try to answer as many comments as I can, and I go on your pages and try to send love your way too. So I try to do as much as I can, guys, to help y'all out too. So all the prayers are appreciated. We appreciate everyone who has messaged us, called us, commented on these videos. I just wanted to give an update. So thank you all so much for all that you do. Y'all are amazing, and we love y'all so much from the bottom of our heart here at S&W Farm. Myself, my family, thank you. Thank you all so much.